Hey, me out to the...
On the Howe Enterprise Sports webcast from HoweEnterprise.com, this is Howe Bulldogs Baseball. Today's scene setter is brought to you by Baker Air Conditioning and Heating, proud partner of Bulldogs Athletics.
Conversations of playoff baseball in Howe digs up and dusts off thoughts of yesteryear, when the Howe Bulldogs were year in, year out state powerhouses, constantly ranked in the top 10. It's the first time in 4 years that the Dogs have clinched a spot in the postseason. But this team is chalk with the right kind of leadership and the type of players that will be talked about 30 years from now. Haley hits one deep, way back, left center field, looking up at the wall, kiss it goodbye, game time. A young coach and a young team. It's just the beginning of what can be another year in, year out, dominating Howe Bulldogs baseball program. It's by-district baseball, and it's playoff time in Texas.
Today's scene setter is brought to you by Baker Air Conditioning and Heating, proud partner of Bulldogs Athletics. The following is a presentation of Grayson Publishing.
2-0 pitch swung on, and that's hammered deep to left field. Going back, way back, and kiss it goodbye. Further out than that, here's a pitch drilled to left field.
On the Howe Enterprise Sports webcast from HoweEnterprise.com, this is Howe Bulldogs Baseball. Howe Bulldogs Baseball, brought to you by Sonic of Howe, Scoggins Funeral Home, Howe Athletic Booster Club, TechWave, and Meacham State Farm. Also brought to you by Independent Financial, Michelle Castle Guild Mortgage, Baker Air Conditioning and Heating, GCEC, and Realty Group. Attorney Micah Belden.
And the pitch is swung on and missed. You took something off right there.
Also brought to you by Buffalo Wild Wings, Core Fits Gym, Quick Check Convenience Stores, Robertson Welding Services, Hit Exteriors LLC, Goodfellas Barbershop. Also brought to you by Knight Furniture, Don's Smokehouse, Rapid Electric, 4A Automotive, Douglas Propane, and the $1 Million Athlete. Now, with the call of the game, here's the voice of the Bulldogs, Monty Walker.
What a beautiful day for baseball. Blake Burnett here, the Blizzard with me. It is absolutely gorgeous. 77 degrees out here. We're in Paris, Texas at Chisholm High School, Blake Burnett. And we have the Howe Bulldogs and Prairiland Patriots in the first round of the bi-district action. Ought to be a good series.
Yeah, game one here today on this beautiful Friday afternoon. This turf makes it feel a little hotter out here than that 79 degrees, though, I will say that.
Yeah, the turf is beautiful. It's fairly new over here, and they've got a great facility. But what's going to be great today, we anticipate, is the pitching matchup between Prairiland's Caleb Jamison, who is an outstanding left-hander, has only given up 2 earned runs all year. In 54 2/3 innings, he'll match up square off against Austin Haley, who has really dominated in his own right. 22 2/3 innings in district, 29 strikeouts, and he has an ERA of 2.47. Jamison, an ERA of 0.26. Jamison struck out 108 batters in his 54 2/3. Pretty dominating.
And if you take away Austin Haley's gunner game, their ERAs are pretty much the same, as he gave up 6 of his 8 earned runs in one game.
So we can go over the lineup real quick for you. I know we're about to have the national anthem here pretty soon, but let's go ahead and give you the starting lineup today. For the visiting Howe Bulldogs, we'll go over them first. Leading off and playing center field will be Luke Lopez. Batting second at short will be Parker Pacina. Pitching today and batting third is Austin Haley. Playing first base and batting fourth is Carson Daniels. Batting fifth in left field is Cooper Jones. Ryan Huff will bat sixth today and catch. Caleb McNutt will bat seventh, and he'll play third base. Garen Langford will bat eighth in right field. And Ethan Lopez, will bat ninth as the DH for Luke Ketching, who is playing second base. The umpires are meeting the coaches right now at home plate. Let's go over the starting lineup for the home team, which is the Prairiland Patriots leading off. Batting .347 on the year, Blake Lewis. He's going to Paris Junior College. He'll play shortstop today and lead off. Batting second, Braden Nichols at second base. Batting third and pitching today. Both pitchers batting third in the lineup today. Caleb Jamison, and he bats .333. Cleaning up for the Patriots today will be Brooks Morrison, a three-sport athlete, batting .358. His dad played on the 1986 Prairiland State Championship baseball team. He'll catch and bat fourth. Batting fifth will be the third baseman, Jacob Veal. Batting sixth will be Gage Bankhead, the first baseman. Next in order, batting seventh is Grant Jordan in center field. The DH, batting eighth is Ty Hostetler. And batting ninth, Chris Michael. 10th in the order is Ryland Berry in left field. That's what they have. I haven't actually got an official lineup from them. I just looked at this from what the coach sent me from last night. I'll have to double check that and make sure that's correct.
Yes, both teams have 3 people going to play college ball. Prairiland has Blake Lewis, a shortstop, Caleb Jamison, their stud pitcher, and Brooks Morrison behind the plate. Brooks Morrison is going to Arlington Baptist. Caleb Jamison and teammate Blake Lewis are both going to Paris Junior College. For the Bulldogs, Luke and Ethan Lopez are twin brothers. They will be attending Dallas Christian College, and Parker Pacina will join them at Dallas Christian College.
They are just about ready to announce the starting lineups. They'll go with Howe first. Luke Lopez being introduced. Parker Pacina coming out next. We gave you that just a moment ago. Austin Haley, the pitcher, will come out. Carson Daniels bats fourth at third base. Cooper Jones batting fifth in left field. Ryan Huff batting sixth and catching. Caleb McNutt will bat eighth. Garen Langford actually batting eighth in right field. And batting ninth, the DH, Ethan Lopez. And he'll be hitting for Luke Ketching, who will be playing second base. So announcing the rest of the players here. We got a lot to talk about throughout the day, so we've got some interviews from Cody Nitson and what he expects to see in the series. And he likes his chances with a Game 3. If you can get it to Game 3, he feels pretty good about a matchup with Matt Hayes on the mound for the Bulldogs.
They don't call him Matty Ice for nothing.
So they've got Lewis, Nichols, Jamison, Morrison, Jacob Veal, Gage Bankhead. So far, so good. Grant Jordan, Ty Hostetler, and Chris Michael will be batting ninth. And Ryland Berry will be the left fielder today, and Hostetler will be batting for him. Ryland Berry batting 161 on the season, and Hostetler just a tad bit better than that at 222, but they're going to insert him in at DH today. I think we're just about ready for the national anthem as everyone has been introduced. Two of my favorite broadcasters, announcers of all time, Chuck Morgan and Mark Holtz, used to open up their broadcast and the game with "It's baseball time in Texas." And here we are. It is not only that, but it is playoff by district baseball time in Texas.
Yeah, it is. What a beautiful day. Like, sun's out, the players are ready to go. The wait is over right now.
It's a beautiful day out here. It just could not be more perfect. It's a Chamber of Commerce type afternoon, 77 degrees. And we had a chance to talk about this playoff experience and about the team with Cody Nitzen, the first-year head coach. And let's hear what he had to say.
All right, we're joined with head coach Cody Nitzen of the Howe Bulldogs. Clinching the playoffs in your first year here in Howe, that's got to feel good for you.
Oh, absolutely. You know, we couldn't have done it without the support of everybody, you know, with the fans and the parents all supporting me and the kids buying into what we were trying to do. You know, you couldn't ask for a better group.
You had never seen any of these kids play baseball before this season. How long did it take to start putting the puzzle pieces together?
Oh, it didn't take long. Once we got everybody out from basketball, everything kind of fell into place, and then it was pretty easy to figure out where people needed to be and the lineup. And
if you had one thing to pick about this team, what's the strength of this team?
The ability to fight. I mean, you saw it in the clinching game against Whitewright. We just, you know, we started out getting down 4-0, but then fought our way back to a 5-4 victory, and that's been the epitome of what we've done all year, is continuing to fight and continuing to claw back into games and win baseball games that we sometimes people think we shouldn't have.
And that's Cody Nitzen. We'll get back to that in just a little bit as we're just about ready for action here as Jamison toes the rubber. The left-hander stares in at Luke Lopez, and the first pitch of the playoffs is just, it's called for a strike. I thought it was on the outside part of the plate, and it was, but right at the knees.
Yeah, it looked outside.
Strike one called. So Lopez early in the hole here, and there is a low pitch just over the plate, and it's 1-1 strike. We're just underway in Paris at Chisholm High School. No score, obviously. Two pitches into this contest, 1-1 strike, and Lopez swings and misses, and quickly down 1-2 strikes. Around the infield for Prairiland, as there's a pitch right down Broadway, off-speed pitch, and Lopez goes down swinging, or goes down looking rather, for the first out of the afternoon. Left to right in the infield is Veal, Lewis, Nichols, and Bankhead. In the outfield, left to right, Barry, Jordan, and Michael. Jamison on the mound, Morrison behind the plate. First pitch to Pacina is swung on and missed on the outside part of the plate. Jamison quickly ahead of the first two batters. Throws a lot of first pitch strikes.
He does. I like his windup.
Hides his face just a little bit. The kick and the delivery is low for a ball on the outside part of the plate.
He hides his face very well. The only thing you can see is barely his eyes.
The 1-1 pitch is just a bit low in the zone. 2-1 strike. It falls behind his first hitter of the afternoon. Pacina skies one out of play over the first base dugout. Pacina in district, a .371 hitter. 13 hits out of 35 trips, scored 8 runs, had 5 RBIs, 4 steals, and hit .371. 2-2 pitch, low, goes underneath Morrison through his legs. So that could be an issue with runners on, Blake. It's a very long way from home plate to the backstop.
Very long way.
And the pitch swung on, skied to right field. Coming on is Michael. He makes the catch and quickly 2 down for the Bulldogs here in inning number 1. Stepping up, Austin Haley. Haley leads the team with a .469 average. Leads in RBIs, leads in homers for the district, tied with 1. The first pitch is low for a ball. Haley had 23 hits in district action, 12 runs in 49 at bats. And the pitch is in there for a strike that evens it up at 1-1.
He hasn't struggled at the plate at all this season. Almost batting 500 is ridiculous in district play.
1-1 pitch, swung on it, missed. Took something off there, Jamison did. Austin Haley is not committed to a college just yet, but he'll be highly offered next year, just a junior. The pitch is inside and low. Evens it up at 2-2. Carson Daniels on deck, the lefty. That'll be a favorable matchup for the pitcher, lefty-lefty. But Daniels, a really good hitter in his own right, was injured for the most of the baseball season a year ago. Never really got going, had that injury and never could quite get out of it. It's been really good this year. The pitch is called. A lot about the knees on the inside part of the plate. Haley didn't like it. 2 caught lookings.
Jamison
inning number 1.
Jamison kept his average of 2 strikeouts per inning there, striking out Luke Lopez and Austin Haley there.
No score, headed to the bottom of the 2nd inning. We'll be right back.
At Grayson Cullen Electric Cooperative, GCEC, we have been around for over 80 years and are governed by 7 principles: open and voluntary membership, democratic member control, members' economic participation, autonomy and independence, education, training, and information, cooperation among cooperatives, and concern for community. One of our communities is Howe, Texas, and GCEC is proud to support the Howe Bulldogs.
And remember what got you here. Focus on the fundamentals that we've gone over time and time again. And most important, don't get caught up thinking about winning or losing this game. If you put your effort and concentration into playing to your potential, to be the best that you can be, I don't care what the scoreboard says at the end of the game, in my book, we're going to be winners. Okay? All right. Let's go. Let's go. Let me hear it. Go, 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 go.
No score here in Paris as we're just about ready for the bottom of the 1st inning. Haley just completed his warm-up tosses. He'll face Blake Lewis, the shortstop, leading off for Prairiland. Now Lewis on the season is a .347 hitter.
32 hits as well.
2 home runs on the season. And Haley kicks and deals right on the outside part of the plate. He doesn't get that outside call as Jamison did early on Lopez. And it's 1 ball and no strikes. Haley working quickly, the same exact pitch just outside, about letter high, and it's 2 balls and no strikes. The 2-0 pitch from Haley is high, right at the letters. It's 3 balls and no strikes. Around the infield, left to right, McNutt, Pacina catching, and Daniels. Haley, that one's right down the middle of the pipe on the 3-0 pitch, makes it 3-1. Outfield, left to right, Jones, Luke Lopez, and Garen Langford. The 3-1 pitch by Haley is a strike, and it's popped way up high in foul territory. Daniels gives it a look, and he makes the catch in foul ground for the 1st out.
Carson Daniels had to run a long way, but showed the range to get there in foul territory to make the catch.
Braden Nichols will step up, the 2nd baseman. Nichols hitting .250 on the season. He walks a lot, though, over 20%. And here's a smash base hit on the left side of the infield to the right of the shortstop Messina, and there's our 1st hit of the afternoon.
That was a hard hit ball right there in the gap between 3rd and short.
So our first base runner of the afternoon, and Haley will go to the stretch. Daniels will hold it first, and Caleb Jamison, the pitcher, will step into the plate. Left-handed batter. And the pitch is swung on and popped up high towards center. Coming on is Luke Lopez, who makes the second out of the inning, and that sends Braden Nichols back to first base.
Luke Lopez saw that ball in the air and went and got it in center for out number 2 for the Bulldogs.
So the cleanup hitter coming up, Brooks Morrison, a 3-sport athlete. His dad, again, was on the 1986 baseball state championship team here in Prairiland. Trying to make it like father, like son, as they're ranked 20th in the state of Texas. Haley's pitch is a little bit low, and it's 1 ball, no strike. 2 outs here in the bottom of the first inning. And I have yet to put up the scoreboard. I need to do that. Haley swung on and missed, and the count goes 1-1. Let me see if I can figure out. Normally we have Carson Grogan doing this. I'm gonna have to figure out how to do this. There's a pickoff attempt to first base, nothing doing there. And the pitch swung on, popped up. Somebody catch this. Cooper Jones coming on in left field. He makes the catch, and that's the end of the first inning. No runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left. We'll be back right after this.
Independent Financial is proud to support Howe ISD and their hardworking students, teachers, and staff. We share your vision for a brighter tomorrow and a championship season. For every challenge, Independent Financial has you covered. Our team can suggest a wide range of financial products to make your personal banking fast and easy. Plus, we have the know-how to deliver the game-changing business banking solutions. Independent Financial, your community in your corner. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
This is Michelle Castle with Guild Mortgage, welcoming you to Howe Bulldogs football. Guild has been delivering on the promise of home to hundreds of thousands of people just like you for over 60 years. With a big heart and a desire to serve, we're committed to making life better in our communities. This is where we live, and we're committed to building it with you.
Guild Mortgage is an equal housing lender company, NMLS 3274. Michelle Castle, NMLS number 231122. Branch address 714 North Travis Street, Sherman, Texas 75090. All loans subject to underwriting approval. Terms and conditions apply. Subject to change without notice.
Carson Daniels to lead off here in the top of the second inning. You know, Blake, we figured this could be a very quick game as neither pitcher gives up a lot of hits, neither pitcher gives up a lot of walks. We could be out of here pretty quick.
Yeah, we could. 1, 2, 3 inning for Prairiland, and then a 1, 2, 3, 4 inning for the Bulldogs. Pitchers at 16 pitches and 10 pitches respectively.
I'm guessing Jamison at 10.
No, he's at 16.
He's at 16, all right.
He had the longer pitch counts with the strikeouts.
The 2 strikeouts looking in the first inning. He got Luke Lopez and Austin Haley looking, and got Parker Pacina to sky out to right. And now Carson Daniels steps in the box on the left side part of the plate. Daniels, a good season in district, hit 286 with a dinger, 9 RBIs. Lefty on lefty right here. Jamison deals. First pitch knocks Carson Daniels down in the box, right at his head. Maybe trying to get in his head a little bit.
Yeah, that was right at his head.
The 1-0 pitch swung on, skied out of play. And the count goes 1 ball, 1 strike.
Carson's not scared of a big-time pitcher, as his home run was off Barrett Kent, the Arkansas commit.
1-1 pitch swung on and bounced to second. Going over is Nichols on the bankhead for the first out of the inning. And Daniels is retired 4-3 if you're scoring at home. Cooper Jones will step up, the sophomore. Another 3-sport athlete for Howe. Dangerous athlete. The leading receiver on the football team. There's the first pitch is low in the zone but called for a strike. Jamison seems to be getting almost any borderline call so far. When you have a track record, I guess, you tend to get that. The 0-1 pitch is swung on and fouled back right over the screen, and it goes 0-2. Jones also a really good basketball player. Had a great game against Prairiland in the bi-district matchup.
He did, yes he did.
The 0-2 pitch took something off, and Jones goes down swinging. Second out of the inning, and Ryan Huff, another lefty, will step up. Only Pacina and Daniels have been able to put the bat on the ball. Everybody else has gone back to the dugout. First pitch is just a little bit low in the zone. It's 1 ball and no strike.
I think the more experienced catcher is helping the pitcher a lot too today.
Jamison, the left-hander, kicks and deals, and that's on the outside part of the plate, but just off of it. It's 2 balls and no strikes. Veal, Lewis, Nichols, and Bankhead around the infield left to right. The pitch is on the inside part of the plate. 2 balls and 1 strike, our new count. Jamison just dominating. You understand now why he's so highly touted. Here's a grounder to the right side of the infield and through for a base hit by Huff. Lefty on lefty, and he just hit that ball that had eyes just away from Nichols.
Nichols with a diving attempt, but just couldn't get there. Jamison left that pitch a little too far inside, and Huff found its way in between second and first there.
So Jamison, who has thrown several no-hitters this season, will not have one today, as the lefty gets a seeing-eye ground ball right through the right side of the infield. Again, you got to watch out for the pickoff move. Jamison deals, and Caleb McNutt fouls it back to the screen. McNutt batted .213 in district play. It was 10 out of 47, 6 RBI. And the pitch is high in the zone, and another foul back right over the screen, and it's quickly no balls and 2 strikes. McNutt, another one of those wide receivers for Austin Haley. Of course, he's a senior, he'll graduate. Jamison looks at first. Huff over there with a pretty good lead. Jamison comes home and swung on and missed. McNutt goes down, and so do Howe, but they get their first hit of the afternoon. No runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left. We go to the bottom of the second. We'll be back right after this.
Since 2011, Scoggins Funeral Home and Crematory has walked with hundreds of families through the most overwhelming time of their lives. Their job is simple: to make this season a little easier. What you can expect is a no-pressure, people-first philosophy, custom services for memorials that you'll remember forever, and reasonable pricing. Tommy and Bobby K. Scoggins have built a reputation over the past 30 years in the funeral business for making every family feel at home. Visit ScogginsFuneralHome.com or call 903-482-5225.
Buying and or selling your next home should be an enjoyable experience. At Ann's Realty Group, our commitment to the personal relationship of the transaction ensures not only the level of communication that you deserve, but also the assurance that we will be here the next time you need us. We're not a big box real estate company by design. The flexibility that the freedom of being an independent brokerage allows us to be fully at your service as you need us to be. Ann's Realty Group, Ann Dicken Broker, for all your real estate needs. 903-818-2676.
Bottom of the second inning in Paris, Texas. Chisholm High School, beautiful. Amenities over here, new turf field, infield and outfield. You see some of those that have just the infield turf. They went all the way over here.
They got it nice over here.
Jacob Veal leading off for Prairiland, and Haley's first pitch is a curveball just inside. And it's 1 ball and no strikes. The pitch by Haley is on the outside part of the plate. He gets the call there. I thought it might have been a little bit out, but Haley gets the benefit of the doubt, and it evens the count at 1. The 1-1 pitch swung on and fouled right back at us. Thankfully, there's a net and a wall right in front of me. That would have hit my shin.
Directly in the shin, too.
Prairiland 21-5 on the season. They went 10-2 in district play. They're on a 5-game winning streak. Last loss was to Raines back on April 12th. Swung on and fouled right back at me again. Stop it. Count is 1-2. They lost to Grand Saline 5-0 back in March. Here's a curveball on the inside part of the plate. And Veal goes down looking. There's the first out of the bottom of the second, and up steps Gage Bankhead. Bankhead, we remember in the bi-district basketball game, loved to shoot the three-pointer from the corner, if I remember right.
He did. Little left-handed shooter would get to that corner and throw it up.
The left-hander steps up in the box here. First pitch is swung on and missed, and Haley threw a fastball right by him. Bankhead on the season batted .281. And the pitch, the outside part of the plate, it's quickly 0-2. Haley's starting to get into a little bit of a groove here. Once you get past the first 4 hitters in the lineup, it settles down pretty easy for you, easier. Here's a swing and a miss. And Bankhead goes down on strikes. Second out of the inning here in the bottom of the second. Grant Jordan steps to the plate, center fielder. Batted .200 on the season. Haley's first pitch is low and away. 1 ball and no strikes. But Prairiland in that district, Lone Oak and Chisholm, Commerce, Raines. Here's a little dribbler down the right side. Goes foul. Daniel gives it a chase, but just a glorified foul ball. Edgewood in that district. They would have run the table except for those 2 losses, one to Grand Saline and one to Raines. Here's a pitch swung on and missed. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Grand Saline and Edgewood played a 11-inning classic last Friday night.
Haley with the 1-2 curveball swung on, bounced towards short. Piscina coming on, can't make the play. And Jordan reaches on a base hit. A slow roller that Piscina was not able to get to. I had a little obstruction by the umpire, so I don't know if he fell down.
He did fall down. When he, I think he slipped on the turf, it looked like.
So the DH comes up, and Haley will throw over to first. Back safely is Jordan. The DH is Hostetler, Ty Hostetler, back .222 on the year. Haley again throws over to first base. What do you think about the new rule? If you throw over more than 3 times, or 3 times, you get an automatic out. Not in high school, but
I wasn't aware of that rule, honestly, but I do like it.
I don't know if there's a lot of changing baseball recently, and I don't know that I'm for all of that.
There is a lot.
I'm not sure. Just let the game be the game. You can trick up basketball and football, but leave baseball alone. Here's a pitch right down Broadway, swung on and missed. No balls and 2 strikes to Ty Hostetler. A quick throw to first base, and again, Jordan able to get back. Haley on the 0-2, fastball on the outside part of the plate, called strike 3. Prairiland goes down with no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left. No score from Paris, Texas. We'll be back right after this.
If your air conditioner broke down, would you call an expert auctioneer? Open up the air conditioner, can I get a wrench? Looking for a wrench in the toolbox, looking for a wrench. Screwdriver! Got a screwdriver? Yeah, no. You'd call the real air conditioning experts, Baker Air Conditioning and Heating. If you've heard you need expensive repairs, get a second opinion with Baker Air Conditioning and Heating, who have over 50 years experience here in Howe. Call 903-532-6255 or see them at 215 Denny Street. License number 004693C.
Coach, we have a problem.
What's that?
We're cheerleaders, and we don't feel very highly motivated today.
What? I don't want to hear talk like that. You know what you girls need? You need some handmade onion rings, a burger, tots, and a shake.
That actually sounds really good.
Now are you motivated?
Yes, sir! This is how you Sonic.
It's not just good.
It's Sonic good.
Whoa, those onion rings really bring the hammer down.
Back to action here in Paris where it's no score. We head to the top of the third inning. Garen Langford, the freshman, will step in. Had a really good season for a freshman. A really good season for any classification.
Yeah,
the right fielder, tall, lanky kid, will face the left-hander here. First pitch is check swing up in the zone. And Langford left it alone. It's a ball. That was just a tad bit up in the zone. And the pitch is low. 2 balls and no strikes. Howe, 11-12 on the season, 7-7 in district play. They got swept by Gunner and Pottsboro, as most everybody did. Here's a swing and a foul back. Count goes 2-1. But Howe did the job in what they needed to do. They swept Bonham, they swept Leonard, and they split with Blue Ridge, split with Bells, and that was the big one. Here's the pitch, swung on, popped up, skied towards center. Jordan coming on to make the catch for the first out of the inning. And Langford is retired with Ethan Lopez stepping up.
Garen did a good job putting the bat on the ball there, just hit it right to the center field.
Lopez, a senior, headed to Dallas Christian College to play baseball with his brother Luke, who will come up next. Jamison deals, swung on and missed on the outside part of the plate. Ethan Lopez, a .433 hitter in district play, 13 out of 30, 3 runs, 5 RBI. The 0-1 pitch down in the zone, called strike. It's quickly 0-2 to Ethan Lopez. Top of the third inning, Jamison just a bit inside. And he goes a ball and a strike. Let's see if I can change that inning there. Jamison's 1-2 pitch is right down the middle, and it's hit hard, but right at, once again, Jordan. And Ethan Lopez is a line out, a hard out for the second out of the inning. And his brother, twin brother, Luke Lopez, also going to Dallas Christian College, will step up to the plate. 2 outs, nobody on here in the top of the third inning. Both pitchers brilliant so far. Jamison kicks and deals, and there's a grounder on the left side of the infield, foul. Scooped up by head coach Cody Nixon. Makes a sweet play in the box over there. And it's 0-1. Jamison deals, and there's a swing and another dribbler foul to the left side. Morrison will go out to talk to Jamison. He wants to say something to him. Nixon will talk to Luke Lopez at the same time. A little delay in action.
I will say the Bulldogs' last 2 batters have made solid contact. Just hit both right to the center fielder out there, and he's made 2 great plays. Just got to hit them where they ain't. When you hit them where they are, that's how baseball goes.
Isn't that what Ron Washington used to say? That's how baseball goes.
That's how baseball goes.
Man, I miss Ron.
Everybody misses him.
Oh, can we get him back? No balls and 2 strikes. Jamison on Luke Lopez. We're in the top of the third inning, and the pitch is on the outside part of the plate, just barely missed. Morrison tried to frame it, and he did a good job of it, but home plate umpire was not having it right there, and the count goes 1-2.
The whole infield was ready to leave the field on that one.
A beautiful pitch, but not enough. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and this one gets all the way to the dugout as it was a little bit low, and Morrison couldn't dig it out from behind the plate, and the count goes 2-2. Lopez steps back in the box. Jamison ready. And the pitch is swung on and fouled off to the right side. Out of play. We'll do it again. 2-2 pitch, 2 outs here in the top of the third inning. Parker Piscina on deck. Should Lopez be able to get aboard? The 2-2 pitch is swung on and missed. A drop third strike. Lopez on his way to first, but so is Morrison with the throw to Bankhead to end the inning. So it's a strikeout and a 2-3 to cap it off. That's the third out of the inning. We're headed to the bottom of the third here in Paris, Texas. We'll be right back right after this.
CoreFit Gym on Hanning Street in Howe is a full gym stocked with all the cardio and weightlifting equipment you could need. They also have a couple of new tanning beds. CoreFit Gym has 4 personal trainers available and features sports performance programs for athletes. At CoreFit Gym, memberships are only $40 for the entire family or $30 per individual. CoreFit Gym is on Facebook and located at 300 Hanning Street in Howe. Call them at 469-371-0603.
I'm attorney Micah Belden, an old-school black and white Howe Bulldog. In criminal defense, you need someone who fights like a bulldog. Call me now if you've been investigated, arrested, or charged with a crime in North Texas. My number is 903-744-4252. We'll set up a free consultation. You will find out that I'm rough, tough, and I can't get enough. I'm board certified in criminal law by the Texas Board of Legal Specialization, Principal Office, Sherman, Texas. Visit my website at shermancriminallawyer.com.
9-1-2 due up here in the bottom of the third inning for Prairiland. Michael, Lewis, and Nichols. Haley on for his third inning of work. So far, so good. He's given up 2 hits, and that's it.
Yeah, he has 3 strikeouts in that last inning. Both pitchers have looked excellent so far.
Chris Michael at the plate. Haley's first pitch in the bottom of the third is low and away. 1 ball, no strikes. Prairiland's head coach is Chris Peacock. It's his 20th year of coaching in high school. Pitch is popped up towards Daniels at first base, and he makes the catch easily for out number 1. Pop 3, P3 if you're scoring at home. And Blake Lewis will step up to the plate.
Back to the top for Austin Haley here.
Peacock also spent 2 seasons as the volunteer assistant coach at Texas State University in San Marcos. Began his coaching career at Colleyville Heritage. He was there for 2 years. There's a bunt attempt, and it goes foul down the third baseline. No balls and 1 strike. He then went to Waxahachie for 3 years. Went to Prosper for 2 years, where they won a state championship in football. He was an assistant coach in 2008 there. In 2009, he began his head baseball coaching career at Mansfield Summit. The 0-1 pitch by Haley is a base hit to right field. Langford to cut it off, and he does. And they're able to hold Blake Lewis at first base. Third hit for the Patriots today. First, this one with 1 out here in the third inning.
With Lewis trying to bunt on that first pitch, I wouldn't be surprised if he's running early here.
Haley looks over at Lewis. A decent lead, gets a good jump, and the curveball is just up in the zone. At the plate is Braden Nichols. We talked about he draws a lot of walks. He doesn't have a great batting average, although he had the first hit of the game. But he draws a lot of walks. There's a reason for that. And here's a strike call right at the knees. He's not very tall.
Yeah,
he's got a very small strike zone.
Yeah, short stature is what he is.
Haley looking at a 1-1 pitch. And it's swung on and missed. Ryan Huff looks back down to first base, but not moving is Blake Lewis. So Peacock in 2009, we said he began his coaching career at Mansfield Summit. He spent 9 seasons as a head coach, including winning the school's first ever district championship in baseball. In the fall of 18, he took over the head coach at Prairiland here. A 1-2 pitch by Haley, swung on, popped up, out of play, right back behind us. Into the bleachers, and it thankfully missed the crowd now. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
9 years at one school. That's impressive in this day and age as a baseball coach.
And here at Prairiland, the Patriots have qualified for the playoffs every season since he's been here, except for the 2020 COVID year. The 1-2 pitch, just a bit outside. Actually, he tried to swing at that. Braden Nichols tried to swing at that, and he goes down on strikes there. So that's the second out of the inning as Nichols, again, kind of blocked by the umpire there, but he threw his bat at it. It was low and away. Good pitch by Haley. So 2 outs and a runner on first, which is Lewis. Haley with Jamison at the plate. The first pitch is wide for a ball. At some point, you would imagine there's got to be movement on the bases.
I'm shocked it hasn't happened yet.
Jamison staring down Haley's pitch is swung on and fouled back. 1 ball and 1 strike. The umpire will go out to say something to Haley. Oh, whether he's looking at the ball.
Yeah, it bounced off the brick over there and checking the ball out.
Jamison was 2 for 4 in the most recent game with an RBI and a strikeout against Edgewood back on April the 29th. It's been a while since these teams have played a game. Had some time off. Haley, the 1-1 pitch. That's a curveball on the outside part of the plate, but the umpire does not think it's good enough, and it's 2 balls and a strike. Tried to backdoor him right there.
Yeah, that was a good pitch, and Jamison gave up on it early. Austin gets that a little more in. It's a called strike every time.
2-1 pitch for Haley is right down the middle and fouled back to the screen. We'll do it again. It's 2-2. Prairiland in white uniforms with blue numbers. They wear the stirrups with the 3 red stripes on the socks outlined in white. Red helmets when they're batting. Snap throw to first.
He almost got him leaning there.
Howe in gray pants, black jerseys with gray sleeves. The black hat with the black H outlined in white. Haley, the right-hander, with a 2-2 pitch, swung on and missed. And down goes Jamison to have some of his own medicine right there. So,
big strikeout.
Prairiland has no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and leave 1 on the bases. We're headed to the 4th inning already. We'll be right back right after this.
Douglas Distributing is proud to sponsor the Howe Bulldogs. Douglas Distributing has been a diversified energy supplier since 1981. They offer fuel solutions for commercial, industrial, and residential applications through North Texas and Southern Oklahoma. This family-owned and operated business strives to be your go-to company for all your fuel needs. From commercial fuels, DEFs, and lubricants, they've got everything to keep your business moving forward. Call Douglas Distributing today, 903-893-1181.
Get to B-Dubs on Thursdays for buy one, get one free boneless wings. Or as we like to say, 100% more wings. That's right. When you buy boneless wings on Thursdays, you get the same amount of wings for $0.00. Basically, the second order is 100% off. So get here for buy one, get one free boneless wings on Boneless Thursdays. Buffalo Wild Wings. Roar! Buy one, get one of equal value free. Dine in at participating locations. Takeouts limited and may vary by location. Size exclusions may apply while supplies last. Limit 1 offer per customer. Not valid with any other coupon.
Well, we're in Paris, Texas, not Paris, France. And a great game over here. No score. Headed to the top of the 4th inning. The leading off for Howe will be Pacina. He'll be followed by Haley and Daniels. Howe is led by head coach, first-year skipper, Cody Nitson. He is a former Southeastern Oklahoma hurler and a 25-year-old coach who's a coach's kid, originally of Wills Point, Texas, but graduated from Caddo Mills in 2014, where his dad was the coach. And coaching in the coaching profession, a lot of times it's who you know when you get an interview. And certainly was the case here. His dad, most recently an assistant coach under Zach Hudson at Maybank, and it was Hudson who helped get him the interview here at Howe. In high school, he was a 3-year starting pitcher and a workhorse his final 2 seasons by throwing the most pitches of anyone in the district. First pitch to Pacina is called strike, low and away. He was named the first team co-offensive player of the year in 2014 and first team all-district in 2013. The 0-1 pitch by Jamison is swung on and fouled at the plate into the catcher's glove. It's 0-2. Played at Tarleton for 2 seasons before transferring to Southeastern Oklahoma State University. Jamison's pitch swung on, skied, popped up towards right field. Coming on to make the catch is Michael. Pop 9 is your scoring at home for the first out of the inning. That brings up Austin Haley.
Pacina's hit the ball twice, just 2 pop-ups to right.
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
Austin struck out last time. Maybe he can do something different here with the pitcher Jamison.
With Nitson at Southeastern, that's where he met the love of his life. Hunter Offield, a former softball player at Van Alstyne. And that's kind of what brought him this area. She's a Van Alstyne girl. They wanted to be towards Van Alstyne, not in West Texas. So here they are. Haley will foul it off at the plate after taking the first pitch for a ball. So a 1-1 count here. And Daniels will have to go chasing.
Big backstop.
The 1-1 pitch is just outside. We're getting word that Blizzard is not being able to be heard very well. We'll turn him up. Hopefully the reception is working out. We've heard issues with that. There's a swing and a little dribbler down to third base. Veal with a good throw to first to Bankhead for the out. And Haley goes down 5-3 for the second out of the inning. Carson Daniels will step up with 2 out here in the top of the 4th.
Austin just missed that one, hitting the top of the ball, rolling it over to the third baseman. Veal makes a great throw from third to first to Bankhead there for the out.
Daniels swung on it. The count goes 0-1. Jamison's 0-1 pitch is swung on and missed. And quickly down 0-2. The 0-2 pitch from Jamison to Daniels is skied up. Right behind home plate, but no one able to get to it. And it falls right in front of Jamison, Morrison, and Veal, right in between the 3 of them.
Yeah, they all went after it. No one called it. That can be a scary sight sometimes in baseball. But luckily the ball hits the turf and everyone's okay there.
So Jamison will head back up the hill. No ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and the pitch to Daniels is sliced down the third base line, just outside of Nitson that time, who tried to grab it.
Yeah, he needed to
back.
lay out for that one. He didn't want to do that.
He might have taken his hand off.
He's smiling about it over there.
The 0-2 pitch, low and away. Daniels looks at it, and it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2 pitch from Jamison is swung on and missed in the dirt. And Morrison will throw down the first for the final out of the inning. So it's a strikeout swinging and 2-3 for the out. And we are headed to the bottom of the 4th inning. No runs on no hits, no errors, and none left. We are headed to the bottom half of the 4th. We'll be right back right after this.
A game without a crowd is just a scrimmage. A performance without an audience is just a rehearsal. Without your presence, high school sports and the performing arts aren't possible. Ensure that these essential extracurricular activities continue to enrich the lives of students in Texas. Purchase a ticket to your local high school's game or performance.
This message presented by the UIL and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
What does the 50th anniversary of Title IX mean? It means I'm valued, I'm empowered, I can do anything. It means I'll pave the way for every girl who plays high school sports in the future, just like every female student, coach, official, and administrator blaze the trail for me, because every student deserves the opportunity to play. Encourage girls you know to participate in Texas high school sports.
This message presented by the UIL and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
Bottom of the fourth inning. No score. Just an absolute tremendous game we've got going here, boys.
Just a pitching duel. Both sides, Austin and Jameson.
First pitch is a curveball, bounce towards third. McNutt throwing on to first, and here's the first out of the inning, 5-3, as Brooks Morrison is out. That's a big out. As now you start to get past those hitters in the lineup, and you get down to, the 270s and such.
Brooks Morrison, a 358 hitter on the season. Getting him to ground out to third is huge.
Haley's first pitch is a called strike on the inside part of the plate to Jacob Veal.
That was a pretty good looking pitch right there.
Haley swung on, and another little dribbler towards McNutt, but it goes foul. And Haley quickly 0-2, using his pitch count very well.
Yes, he is.
Not, really messing around here, not working around the strike zone. So far, so good for Haley, just attacking the strike zone, like Greg Maddox-like.
Yes, very Greg Maddox-like. Throws about the same, too. He knows where to place the baseball. That's what he's best at.
Veal back in the box, the 0-2 count. That is a high. In the zone, but high, and 1 ball, 2 strikes. Our new count.
Tried to get him to chase there. Not a bad idea at all.
There's a pitch on the outside, just outside the zone. And the count goes 2 balls, 2 strikes. Hopefully we didn't speak too soon about Haley attacking the zone right there. Quickly now, Haley, a curveball, called strike 3 on the inside part of the plate. A beautiful pitch. Veal kind of ducked away from it just a little bit.
Yeah.
And now Gage Bankhead, the lefty, will come up.
Haley made Veal buckle right there. He was looking fastball, and that curveball got him.
So the lefty steps into the box, 2 outs here in the fourth inning. And Haley's first pitch is high and wide. A ball and a strike. Bankhead struck out swinging his first time up. And the next pitch is high and away. 2 balls and no strikes. And the pitch is right down the middle for the strike.
Boy, Austin had a good pitch there to battle back from the 2-0 hole.
Left to right in the infield is still McNutt, Pacina catching, and Daniels. And the 2-1 pitch is swung on and missed, a curveball. In the outfield, it's Jones, Luke Lopez, and Garen Langford. And the pitch is swung on and right down the middle of the plate, fouled right back. And the count is 2-2.
Bankhead battled there. That would have been strike 3.
Haley quickly, the kick and the pitch swung on, another foul ball. This one close to being in play. It it's going to go out just behind the Prairiland dugout on the third base side. Not much of a breeze today. Flag blowing just a little bit. Haley's 2-2 pitch. That one hits the elbow.
I thought it was a foul ball. I thought it hit the knob of the bat.
I thought it hit the bat too. Bankhead didn't react like it hit him.
Yeah.
And Nitson's going to go out and ask. They're going to talk to him and say, hey, that might have hit the bat.
And the way Bankhead reacted, he didn't think he got hit
He didn't
either.
think he got hit.
And that's Nitson's argument right now to the umpire, which is a good argument to have.
So now we got a runner at first with 2 outs. And Grant Jordan steps to the plate, who singled his last time up. Bankhead, not much of a lead at first base. Daniels holding. And the pitch is right down the middle for a called strike. No balls and a strike as Haley continues to pound the zone here. Curveball swung on and missed. That was pretty nasty.
It was.
Like a slurve, not really a slow curve, but like a sliderish curve. No balls and 2 strikes. Haley attacking the hitters. There's another curveball. Bounce towards short. Pacina on the run, throws to first, not in time. Daniels came off the bag as the throw was a little bit toward the infield side of first base, but Haley was able to, Daniels was able to step out in front and save it from going all the way to the fence. And all of a sudden we've got runners at second and first and second with 2 outs. And the pitch is inside. For the first time this afternoon, Haley is in a little bit of a jam, but there are 2 outs, and he's at the bottom half of the order here. As Ty Hostetler steps in. 1 ball and no strikes. Haley the pitch right down the middle, skies towards center field, right at Luke Lopez on the run, moves to his left, makes the catch for the 3rd out. So a fly to 8, and that retires the side. No damage done, no runs on 1 hit. No errors and 2 left. We head now to the 5th inning. Is it already the 5th?
Yes, sir.
5th inning. We'll be back right after this. Timeout.
At Grayson Cullen Electric Cooperative, GCEC, we have been around for over 80 years and are governed by 7 principles: open and voluntary membership, democratic member control, members' economic participation, autonomy and independence, education, training, and information, cooperation among cooperatives, and concern for community. One of our communities is Howe, Texas, and GCEC is proud to support the Howe Bulldogs. Independent Financial is proud to support Howe ISD and their hardworking students, teachers, and staff. We share your vision for a brighter tomorrow and a championship season. For every challenge, Independent Financial has you covered. Our team can suggest a wide range of financial products to make your personal banking fast and easy. Plus, we have the know-how to deliver the game-changing business banking solutions. Independent Financial, your community in your corner. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Welcome back. We're at the top of the 5th inning.
Zero ball game. Both pitchers, Jameson's at 56 pitches through 4. Austin Haley's at 57 pitches through 4. Both pitchers have 6 strikeouts apiece through 4 innings.
Cooper Jones steps up to the plate. Jones batting .321 on the season. We haven't given everybody's batting average, so we're trying to do that as we go. Jones he swings and hits one right at Nichols at second base. Takes it on 1 hop, throws to first to Bankhead for the out. And Jones quickly retired 4-3 for the first down of the inning.
Another hard hit ball by the Bulldogs. Just a one hopper to the second baseman, Nichols. Makes a great throw to first to get Jones for the out there.
Huff batting .258 on the season. Lefty on lefty here. And the pitch is up in the zone. Huff takes it high. 1 ball and no strikes.
Huff has the lone hit for the Bulldogs tonight. The single in the second inning.
Pitch called strike on the outside part of the plate. That's a tough pitch to hit for the lefty against the lefty. The 1-1 pitch by Jamison is swung on and missed as Huff flailed at it as Jamison took something off there. A ball and 2 strikes.
That was all lefty-lefty matchup on that pitch.
The 1-2 pitch by Jamison is a curveball, just flailed at. He just kind of threw his bat at it, and it goes out of play on the third base side. We remain at a ball and 2 strikes. Lefty on lefty here. 1 out. The top of the 5th inning. Huff goes down swinging, as so many have against Jamison this year. And now Caleb McNutt will step to the plate.
That is Jamison's 115th strikeout on the season right there.
Wow. McNutt struck out swinging his first time up. 2 outs here in the 5th inning. Jamison deals, and that's low, dug out by Morrison. 2 outs here. Jamison, the 1-0 pitch is also low. The count goes 2 balls. We haven't seen a lot of 2 balls, no strike counts by Jamison so far this afternoon. Here's the pitch swung on and foul back to the screen, and the count goes 2-1. Aaron Langford will take a run to get that foul ball.
I don't know if we've seen many on either pitcher 2-0 counts.
Jamison's pitch swung on and hit pretty good to left field. McNutt takes a jog, but it's going to be hauled in just shy of the wall by Berry for the 3rd out of the inning, and McNutt is a long, loud out in the top of the 5th.
Off the bat, it was pretty. Just stayed in the air too long. Left fielder was able to get under it at the wall and make the catch.
No runs on no hits, no errors, and none left. We'll be right back right after this timeout.
Since 2011, Scoggins Funeral Home and Crematory has walked with hundreds of families through the most overwhelming time of their lives. Their job is simple: to make this season a little easier. What you can expect is a no-pressure, people-first philosophy, custom services for memorials that you'll remember forever, and reasonable pricing. Tommy and Bobby K. Scoggins have built a reputation over the past 30 years in the funeral business for making every family feel at home. Visit ScogginsFuneralHome.com or call 903-482-5225.
Buying and or selling your next home should be an enjoyable experience. At Ann's Realty Group, our commitment to the personal relationship of the transaction ensures not only the level of communication that you deserve, but also the assurance that we will be here the next time you need us. We're not a big box real estate company by design. The flexibility that the freedom of being an independent brokerage allows us to be fully at your service as you need us to be. Ann's Realty Group, Ann Dick and Broker, for all your real estate needs. 903-818-2676.
Welcome back. We're in the bottom of the 5th inning. Still no score. Paris Chisholm High School with Howe Bulldogs and Prairiland Patriots.
You know, in pitcher duels like this, you start worrying about pitch counts and if it goes to extra innings. But both of these pitchers are at such a low pitch count right now, you don't even have to worry about that right now.
You know, this is a masterful pitching matchup right here. As here's Haley's first pitch is inside to Chris Michael, batting .264 on the season. Next pitch is fouled off at the plate. Haley continues to just be a workhorse for the Howe Bulldogs, no matter what the sport is. The 1-1 pitch, a little bit low, 2 balls and a strike. He's already the all-time leading passer for the football team, football program, dating back to 1935. He's a 4-year, will be a 4-year basketball starter. Here's a curveball swung on it and missed.
That was an impressive pitch right there.
And now a 4-year starter in baseball. Will be a year from now. The 2-2 pitch, another curveball right down the middle, called strike. And there's the first out of the inning as Michael goes down looking. There's 1 out here in the bottom half of the 5th inning.
His curveball's been buckling him all game long.
Top of the order, Blake Lewis steps in, and now you've got 4 hitters that are pretty good hitters you got to work through. And Haley almost hit Lewis on pitch number 1, but Lewis ducks out of the way, and it's 1 ball and no strikes. The 1-0 pitch, Haley works very quickly. A curveball fouled back. That one would have hit you in the shin.
Yeah, that one would have. Good thing there's a wall in front of us. That might be the first swing he's had on a curveball all game.
A ball and a strike. Haley deals. It's outside. Huff did a great job of moving his feet, blocking that. Even though there's no runners on, you'd want to be in just a good practice and habit of doing that. Huff did an outstanding job moving his feet, blocking that ball, which was well into the left-hander's batter's box.
Well into it.
The 2-1 pitch by Haley is on the outside part of the plate, but the umpire does not think it's close enough, and Haley kind of cocks his head to the right side. He really wanted that pitch. But it moves to 3 balls and a strike. Haley deals, and it's right at the letters in the middle part of the plate, but apparently just a little bit up too far, and Haley's got his first walk of the afternoon.
Lewis on base for the 2nd time tonight as he had a single in the 3rd inning. We thought he would run then, and he never did. I kind of expect him still to run.
So Lewis at first, and Haley's pitch is upstairs for a ball, and a quick throw down to first is not in time as Lewis got back.
Nichols squared around to sacrifice there too before the pitch.
Nichols looks at ball 2. He walks a lot, and he's ahead here 2-0. Again, we talked about him with his small stature. Has a very small strike zone.
Yeah, very small.
Plays to his advantage here. So Lewis, the runner at first. 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Haley deals. 2-0 is now 2-1 as it's fouled back out of play. Around the infield is still McNutt, Pacina, Ketching, and Daniels. In the outfield, Jones, Lopez, and Langford, left to right on both. Haley's pitch is a slider outside. A runner trying to advance, throw it down to second base. A good throw by Huff, but sliding under the tag is Lewis, and the ball kind of gets away for a moment. But Lewis in with the go-ahead run now at second base.
He almost waited too long to go. Did not take a good secondary lead, did Lewis, but he beat the throw barely.
3-1 pitch by Haley is bunted down the third base side, goes foul.
He got that down. He'd been safe at first, too.
That was a good, he squared around very nicely.
Yeah, he did. Just went
I
foul.
thought for a moment it was going to be trouble.
That would have been an excellent bunt if it had stayed fair.
Full count. Runner at second is Lewis. Curveball is swung on and missed. And Nichols goes down swinging. That's a big strikeout right there for Haley. It's the 2nd out of the inning. And stepping up to the plate is the pitching duel. Caleb Jamison, the left-hander, with the go-ahead run at second base. 2 outs, and the first pitch is swung on and missed, and Haley's ahead 0-1.
2 innings ago, Jamison came to the plate with a runner on first with 2 outs, and Haley got the strikeout there. It was a big strikeout.
Not much of a lead by Lewis at second base. Catching, and Pacina play games with him behind the bag. The next pitch is low and outside, and that evens the count at 1. Haley a look in. Huff with the sign. 1-1, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th. Haley's pitch is inside, but time was called before. So that pitch will not count.
Would have been a ball, too.
Yeah, it was almost at the feet of Jamison. And the pitch by Haley is a called strike on the outer half of the plate, and it's a ball and 2 strikes. Big pitch coming up right here.
Yep. I know what's coming as the batter, though. That's the question.
Runner at second is the go-ahead run. Haley with a little flare by Jamison down the line. It's going to be fair. Jones handles it, but a run scores. They'll keep Jamison at first, but he brings home the game's first run as he just poked it down the left field line.
Out of all the solid contact Howe's had all night, Jamison just pokes it to left for the RBI single. That's how it goes sometimes.
So our first run of the game comes in the bottom half of the 5th inning in this pitcher's duel, and it's Jamison, the other pitcher, who actually helps himself out with the RBI single. Haley's first pitch is a called strike. Jamison, a 3-hole hitter, is that way for a reason, but he just poked that one. Just stuck his bat out there. Not a solid hit. And the ball gets away from Huff, and down to second base will go Jamison. Huff slides to retrieve the ball, but obviously it's a long way from home plate to the backstop.
That is Hunter Vaughn running for Jamison now as a courtesy runner.
Haley with a 1-1 pitch. Right-handed batter, swung on and popped up by Brooks Morrison. Behind second base, Ethan Lopez brings it home for the 3rd out of the inning. 1 run on 1 hit. No errors and 1 left. We head to the top of the 6th inning. We'll be right back right after this.
If your air conditioner broke down, would you call an expert auctioneer? Yeah, no. You'd call the real air conditioning experts, Baker Air Conditioning and Heating. If you've heard you need expensive repairs, get a second opinion with Baker Air Conditioning and Heating, who have over 50 years experience here in Howe. Call 903-532-6255 or see them at 215 Denny Street. License number 004693C.
The one constant through all the years, Ray, has been baseball. America has rolled by like an army of steamrollers. It's been erased like a blackboard, rebuilt and erased again. But baseball has marked the time. This field, this game, is a part of our past, Ray. It reminds us of all that once was good. And it could be again. Oh, people will come, Ray. People will most definitely come.
Beautiful day here in Paris, Texas. And a by-district matchup. People have came over here from both sides. pretty good crowd for a 4 o'clock start game here.
Yeah, it's a packed house here at Parish Chisholm.
My apologies to Luke Lopez. He came on and made the catch in center field a moment ago. Not sure if I said Pacina at catcher or not, but it's Ryan Huff obviously catching. So let me make those corrections. It's been a while since we've done a baseball game. Over a year now.
Over a year.
All right. So Garen Langford will lead off here in the top of the 6th inning. He's had a great year as a freshman, 385 his batting average. And there's a first pitch in the dirt, and he looks at it go. And it's 1 ball and no strikes. Played a solid right field all year as well. Here's the 1-0 pitch right down the middle, called strike. Not many freshmen just, insert themselves in the lineup from day one. He certainly did that. Here's a pitch swung on and missed.
He has done that, and he's been one of the better hitters for the Bulldogs this season.
10 out of 26 in district, scored 7 runs and had 6 RBIs. Pretty impressive. A ball and 2 strikes. Jamison's pitch is swung on and missed. He goes down swinging here. And that is out number 1 here in the 6th inning. That'll bring up Ethan Lopez, headed to Dallas Christian. He's a designated hitter hitting for Luke catching.
He had a hard line drive to center field last time, but right to the center fielder.
You don't normally see a DH batting in the 9 hole, but you do today, and Lopez swings and misses here. Jamison's second pitch working quickly. It's an inside part of the plate. That's a called strike. And quickly ahead, 0-2 is Jamison.
He's found his rhythm, and he's just going.
Pounding the strike zone. And the pitch swung on and missed as Lopez just kind of flailed at it. Good morning, good afternoon, good night on that at bat as Jamison just, you just understand why he's got a future ahead of him also. He's going to Paris Junior College. He might get drafted. You just never know.
Yeah, the way he's throwing it tonight, very impressive.
Luke Lopez steps to the plate, twin brother of Ethan. Both headed to Dallas Christian College. And the first pitch is tipped at the plate into the glove of Morrison.
Howe needs to step out of the box, mess up with his rhythm just a little. He's in that zone right now.
Once they got the lead, he's just pounded it. Here's a 0-1 pitch. And Lopez looks at it go right down the middle, 0-2. 2 outs here in the 6th inning.
As soon as you step in that box, he's ready to go.
Jamison, the kick, and the pitch is low. And it's a ball and 2 strikes. What a classic game we have here today. Much different than we had a year ago with the Gunner and Howe broadcast.
Much different. That game was good for about 3 innings, and then the tables turned fast after that.
Jamison on the 1-2 pitch, swung on and hit out of play on the right side. We'll do it again. 2 outs here, top of the 6th inning. Parker Pacina due up. Pacina batting .371. Just a tick under Garen Langford. The 2-2 pitch as Jamison misses here.
Luke Badland's kind of throwing him off just a tad.
The 2-2 pitch, 2 outs. Jamison low in the zone, and he kind of stumbled a bit right there through his follow through. 3 balls and 2 strikes. He has not walked a batter yet.
He has not. Luke's had a great at bat here. 0-2, battled back.
And the pitch is low in the zone. There is his first walk of the game.
That was a great at bat by Luke Lopez.
9 strikeouts for Jamison. And Pacina will step up to the plate.
Pacina's hit the ball twice tonight to the right fielder. Line drives both times. Just hitting right to the guy.
So Lopez with not much of a lead at first, but you got to be careful with the lefty on the mound. The kick and the deal is inside, but a called strike at the knees on the inside part of the plate. And it's no balls and 1 strike. Two outs here at the top of the 6th. Jamison deals, and that one is low in the zone. It's a ball and a strike. Howe's most successful run happened back in the early part of the 1990s.
Good job by Pacina there to call time, not let him stay in his rhythm.
The pitching performance of Haley kind of reminds you of Garrett Fulenchek and Trey Dedman, Chris Garner, Stephen Hawthorne, those kind of names. Here's the 1-1 pitch, a little bit low, 2 balls and a strike. Garner, for his career, was 28-3 in 4 years as a Howe Bulldog.
Wow.
And there's a throw down to second base as Lopez trying to steal the bag and does. And meanwhile, it's now a 3-1 count. So Lopez.
3-1, Haley on deck. Can he return the favor if he gets up to bat?
Lopez leads the team in steals. That's his 7th now on the season. 3-1 pitch outside, but a strike call. It's a tough pitch right there.
That is a tough pitch.
And it's a full count to Pacina. A lot of chattering from the dugouts as Jamison will step off the rubber for just a moment to send Lopez back to second base. Pacina digs in on the right side part of the plate, the payoff pitch, and it is just apparently high for a ball, and Jamison didn't like it, but it was just a tick up in the zone. And back-to-back walks now by Jamison, and you've got to wonder how many times that's happened this year.
I'm going to say not much, as he only has 27 walks on the season.
So head coach Chris Peacock will go out to visit with him for a moment, but getting back to the, Austin Haley in comparisons to other pitchers, Chris Garner, 209 career innings, 329 strikeouts.
That's probably, I'm guessing, the school record.
Well, I don't know, because Stephen Hawthorne might have something to say about that.
Oh, okay.
But and I don't know, I don't have numbers on Fulenchek.
Yeah, 329 is a lot.
That's a lot of
years,
strikeouts.
I mean,
by the way, Garner also hit 462 for his career at the plate.
Yeah,
that's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
How Bulldogs went 27-2 his senior year, 1992. Into the playoffs, actually finished 27-3.
Where did Garner play when he wasn't pitching?
A shortstop, left-handed shortstop.
Oh, okay, that's
an athlete.
That's an athlete. You don't see that ever.
Nope. So now at the plate, Austin Haley, the runner at first and second. Tying run at second base is Luke Lopez, and the first pitch is down and away for a ball.
Jamison has the RBI single for Prairiland. Can Austin return the favor to tie the game here?
The left-hander with a 1-0 count. Deals to Haley. It's up and popped right back. Right over the screen, and now to play. The count goes 1-1. Haley leads the team in hitting with his .469 average.
23 hits in district is very impressive by Haley this year so far.
The left-hander deal, that's outside for a ball. Haley now ahead at 2-1. Outfield played straight away. Barry, Jordan, and Michael left to right. 2 outs in the inning. This is where Howe wants to be with Haley at the plate, and the pitch is swung on and pops straight up towards second base. Nichols calling for it, and he makes the catch kind of falling to his right. And Howe wastes a golden opportunity as Haley goes down right there on a pop 4 to end the inning, and Howe trails 1-0, headed to the bottom of the 6th inning. We'll be right back right after this.
Coach, we have a problem.
What's that?
We're cheerleaders, and we don't feel very highly motivated today.
What? I don't want to hear talk like that. You know what you girls need? You need some handmade onion rings, a burger, tots, and a shake.
That actually sounds really good.
Now are you motivated?
Yes, sir!
This is how you Sonic.
It's not just good.
It's Sonic good.
Whoa, those onion rings really bring the hammer down.
Are you crying? Are you crying? There's no crying. There's no crying in baseball.
Welcome back. It is the bottom half of the 6th inning with Prairiland leading 1-0 in a pitcher's duel here with Jamison. Caleb Jamison, the big left-hander, tall left-hander, has been dominating all year. He's only given up 2 earned runs all year. Has yet to give up one today. Haley has been dominant on the mound also. He gave up 8 earned runs in district, a 2.47 ERA in district play. He's given up 1 earned run today, and they've just been battling back and forth. This is exactly what you would expect from these 2 pitchers on the mound. First pitch by Haley is swung on and missed to Jacob Veal, the third baseman. He has struck out twice looking today. And here's a grounder towards third, foul. And Haley quickly ahead 0-2.
I believe he's got frozen by the deuce both times so far. And the trifecta, right?
The 0-2 is sliced to the right side up against the screen. The screen here in Paris Chisholm goes from dugout to dugout. It's a long way. It's a big net. The 0-2 pitch by Haley is a high, but a check swing, and they're going to say he went around. So Jacob Veal goes down swinging this time for the first time, as he's been looking the first 2 times. That's the first out of the inning here in the bottom of the 6th.
That was a big-time strikeout. Get that first batter out of the way. Let's go get 2 more. That's what Haley needs to do.
8 strikeouts for Haley. Here's a pop to center. Actually, it's going to be short. Pacina makes the catch. And Haley with a quick out on the first pitch. And a lot of pop-ups today.
A lot of pop-ups.
Second out of the inning will bring up Grant Jordan, batting .200 on the year, center fielder.
He's 2 for 2 tonight, though.
2 singles. 5 hits in the game for Prairiland. He has 2 of them. He swings and misses here on the first pitch. It's 0-1. No change in the infield. Still McNutt, Pacina catching, and Daniels left to right. The outfield still the same. Jones, Luke Lopez, and Garen Langford. There's a swing and a miss on a curveball, and it's 0-2. Haley, a low pitch on the outside part of the plate. So if things stay the same, Howe's going to have Daniels, Jones, and Huff coming to the plate to try to tie the game and stay alive.
Yeah.
This is a pitch at his head. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Haley winds, and the curveball is swung on and missed. That is another strikeout for Haley, his 9th of the contest. 3 up, 3 down.
I believe the kids these days call that a sword by the batter.
A sword. We're headed to the top of the 7th inning. 1-0 Prairiland. Howe coming up. Daniels will be leading off. We'll be back right after this timeout.
CoreFit Gym on Hanning Street in Howe is a full gym stocked with all the cardio and weightlifting equipment you could need. They also have a couple of new tanning beds. CoreFit Gym has 4 personal trainers available and features sports performance programs for athletes. At CoreFit Gym, memberships are only $40 for the entire family or $30 per individual. CoreFit Gym is on Facebook and located at 300 Hanning Street in Howe. Call them at 469-371-0603.
Over? Did you say over? Nothing is over until we decide it is. Was it over when the Germans bombed Pearl Harbor? Hell no! And it ain't over now. Because when the going gets tough, the tough get going. Who's with me? Let's do
It is I guess it's do or die time right now, isn't it?
Yeah, for the Bulldogs it is.
Top of the 7th inning.
And for Prairiland, it's time to try to slam the door shut.
Jameson staying out.
What I want to talk about right now is both pitchers through 6 innings are at 90 pitches each. That shows how tight of a baseball game this has been.
Daniels will lead it off. He's grounded to second and struck out swinging. Howe with a good part of the lineup coming up right here. There's a pitch on the outside part of the plate and low, but called a strike by the home plate umpire, and it's 0-1. You'd like a bloop and a blast right here, wouldn't you? The pitch by Jameson swung on and missed. Daniels quickly in the hole at 0-2.
Like any kind of base runners is what the Bulldogs would like.
This is where Jameson can get dirty with you on an 0-2 count. The pitch, the curveball on the outside part of the plate.
That was dirty, like you said, though.
It called for a ball.
It was called for a ball, but it was dirty.
Daniels hangs alive. 1-2 count is swung on and missed, and Daniels goes down swinging for the first out of the inning. Jones will step up, the sophomore.
He had a hard hit ball right to the second baseman last time for the 4-3 put out.
9 out of 28 in district play, 321 average. The pitch swung on and slapped towards the first baseman, Bankhead, who fields it on a hop and heads on over to first base on about 2 steps, and quickly Howe is down to their last at bat. 3 unassisted if you're scoring at home. That's the second out of the inning. Brian Huff steps up to the plate.
Huff does have a single in this game. Still the only hit for the Bulldogs. Only other base runner were the 2 walks last inning.
Howe left 2 runners on base last inning. Here's a swing and a little dribbler back behind the plate. Little foul ball. It's 0-1. Last innings when they really had their chance with 2 runners on.
It was the golden opportunity.
He had 2 walks in the inning. He normally doesn't walk batters, and they had Haley at the plate, and it just didn't work out.
His only 2 walks of the game.
Haley steps back in the box. 2 outs here, top of the 7th. And the pitch is low and away, and Huff lays off of it. It's a ball and a strike. 97th pitch for Caleb Jameson.
You can get a run and extend the game. He's not going to pitch much longer.
The pitch is low and away, 2 balls and a strike. Game 2 scheduled for tomorrow at 4 o'clock in Princeton. The left-hander deals, and that is a called strike on the outside part of the plate. And Howe now down to their final strike in this game. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs here in the top of the 7th. The 99th pitch by Jameson. We're looking at pitch number 100 right here, and that's swung on and missed, and that's the ball game. 100 pitches for Jameson. Huff goes down swinging for the final out of the game, and Prairiland takes game 1, 1-0. And a showdown tomorrow at 4 o'clock in Princeton. As expected starters are Parker Piscina for Howe and Blake Lewis for Prairiland.
You hate to see either team lose that game. Both pitchers pitched fantastic, 1-0 ball game. Reminds me to another playoff game in 2014, Howe and Farmersville. Garrett Fulenchek had a 1-hitter and lost that game 1-0 for the Bulldogs.
That was tough.
Yeah.
And then the next day, there was not a shot.
Not a shot. But I believe this Bulldogs team has a shot tomorrow.
I think tomorrow is a really good shot, and if you get to a Game 3, I think Howe's in great shape right there in a Game 3 situation. But you got to win tomorrow to get to Game 3. So it's boy, this turned out to be exactly what we thought it was going to be, right?
Yeah.
Pitchers duel, and it didn't. It was, man, it presented itself as exactly what we thought it would be.
Yeah, it was everything we thought it was going to be, just on the wrong end. We thought 1-0 the other way coming in, and it happens.
I tell you what, Haley going toe-to-toe with Jamison was just so impressive.
It was, and the Jamison kid is as advertised. So is Austin Haley, but Austin's pitched in a lot of games this year, and I've seen him a lot, and I've never seen a pitcher out-pitch him till today. And, I mean, you can't even say that he out-pitched him. He just one hit's the difference.
Outstanding performance by both pitchers, and that's what it's about today. That's the headline of today's game is pitching, and Jamison was just too much. He's still only given up 2 earned runs all season long, which is just remarkable.
And as long as they have that kid, and I'm surprised that Prairiland, I'm not sure how the agreement was to play a 3-game, but if I'm the Prairiland coach, I do not want a 3-game ever again.
Right.
You want that single game, you go pitch your stud against their stud, and you're probably going to win most times.
Yeah.
But we got the 3-game, and we're back at it tomorrow.
Well, speaking of tomorrow, 4 o'clock we'll be on the air at 3:45 from Princeton High School, assuming they don't make a change in the time. We heard there could be a change, but we haven't heard that yet. So as of right now, 4 o'clock. So for everyone who's being a part of this one, including Blake Burnett, the Blizzard, I'm Monty Walker. So long, everybody, from Paris Chisholm. It's a 1-0 win and game.